श्रीमद् सद्गुरु सरकार की जय। सियावर रामचंद्र की जय।
श्री गुरवे नमः।
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 श्री गुरवे नमः। आचार्यं मां विजानीयान् नावमन्येत कर्हिचित् नमर्त्य बुद्ध्या सूयेत सर्वदेवमयो गुरुः।
हे परम प्रियतम,
हे परम प्रियतम,
पूर्णतम पुरुषोत्तम श्री कृष्ण,
पूर्णतम पुरुषोत्तम श्री कृष्ण,
तुमसे विमुख होने के कारण,
तुमसे विमुख होने के कारण
अनादिकाल से हमने अनंत दुख पाए,
अनंतानंत दुख पाए
एवं पा रहे हैं। पाप करते
करते अंतःकरण
इतना मलिन हो चुका है कि रसिकों द्वारा यह जानने पर भी कि तुम अपनी भुजाओं को पसारे, अपनी वात्सल्यमयी दृष्टि से हमारी प्रतीक्षा कर रहे हो। तुम्हारी शरण में नहीं आ पाता। हे अशरण शरण, तुम्हारी कृपा के बिना तुम्हें कोई जान भी तो नहीं सकता। ऐसी स्थिति में हे अकारण करुण पतित पावन श्री कृष्ण, तुम अपनी अहेतुकी कृपा से ही हमको अपना लो। हे करुणा सागर, हम भुक्ति मुक्ति आदि कुछ नहीं मांगते। हमें तो केवल तुम्हारे निष्काम प्रेम की ही एकमात्र चाह है। हे नाथ, अपने विरद की ओर देखकर इस अधम को निराश ना करो। हे जीवन धन, अब बहुत हो चुका। अब तो तुम्हारे प्रेम के बिना यह जीवन मृत्यु से भी अधिक भयानक है। अतएव प्रेम भिक्षाम देहि, प्रेम भिक्षाम
प्रेम भिक्षां देहि
प्रेम भिक्षां देहि
प्रेम भिक्षां देहि।
बोलिए साकेत बिहारी श्री राघवेंद्र सरकार की
जय।
वृंदावन बिहारी श्री यादवेंद्र सरकार की
जय।
श्रीमद सतगुरु सरकार की
जय। जय जय श्री राधे, जय जय श्री राधे, जय जय श्री राधे। Please stand for Aarti and prayers. जयति जगद गुरु गुरुवर की, गाओ मिले आरती रसिक वर की। गाओ गाओ मिले आरती रसिक वर की। गुरुपद नखमणि चंद्रिका प्रकाश, जाके उर बसे ताके मोहतम नाश। जाके माथ नाथ तब हाथ करे वास। ताते होए माया मोह सब ही निराश। पावे गति मति रति राधावर की। गाओ मिले आरती रसिक वर की। गाओ गाओ मिले आरती रसिक वर की। अरे मन मूढ़ छाड़ नारी नर हाथ। गुरु बिनु ब्रह्म श्याम होना देंगे साथ। कोमल कृपाल बड़े कृपा सिंधु नाथ। पाके इन्हें आज तू अनाथ हो सनाथ। इन्हीं के आधीन कृपा गिरिधर की। गाओ मिले आरती रसिक वर की। गाओ गाओ मिले आरती रसिक वर की। भक्ति योग रस अवतार अभिराम। करे निगमागम समन्वय ललाम। श्यामा श्याम नाम रूप लीला गुण धाम। बाँट रहे प्रेम निष्काम बिनु दाम। हो रही सफल काया नारी नर की। गाओ मिले आरती रसिक वर की। गाओ गाओ मिले आरती रसिक वर की। लली लाल लीला का सलोना सुविलास। छाया दिव्य दृष्टि विच प्रेम का प्रकाश। वैसा ही विनोद वही मंजू मृदु हास। करें बस बरबस उच्च अट्टहास। झूमी चले चाल वही नटवर की। गाओ मिले आरती रसिक वर की। गाओ गाओ मिले आरती रसिक वर की। जयति जगद गुरु गुरुवर की। गाओ मिले आरती रसिक वर की। गाओ गाओ मिले आरती रसिक वर की। मत प्रेयान राधिका प्रेयान। मधवो राधिका धवः तस्मादपि गरीयान्यो कृपालुर्मे जगद्गुरु गुरुं भजति श्रीकृष्णः श्रीकृष्णं भजते गुरु सिद्धान्ततस्त्व भेदेऽपि कृपालुर्मे गुरुर्महान् यस्य साक्षात् भगवती ज्ञानदीपप्रदे गुरौ मर्त्यासद्भिः श्रुतं तस्य सर्वं कुञ्जरशौचवत् एष वै भगवान् साक्षात् प्रधान पुरुषेश्वर योगेश्वरैर्विमृग्यान्घ्रिर्लोकोऽयं मन्यते नरम् यमुना निकटतटस्थित वृंदावन कानने महारम्ये कल्पद्रुमतलभूमौ चरणं चरणो परिस्थाप्य तिष्ठन्तं घननीलं स्वतेजसा भासयन्तमिह विश्वं पीताम्बरपरिधानं चन्दनकर्पूरलिप्तसर्वाङ्गम् आकर्णपूर्णनेत्रं कुण्डलयुगमण्डितश्रवणं मन्दस्मितमुखकमलं सकौस्तुभोदार मणिहारं वलयाङ्गुलीयकाद्यानुज्ज्वलयन्तं स्वलङ्कारान् गलविलुलितवनमालं स्वतेजसा पास्तकलिकालं गुञ्जारवालिकलितं गुञ्जापुञ्जान्विते शिरसि भुञ्जानं सह गोपैः कुञ्जान्तर्वर्तिनं नमत मन्दारपुष्पवासित मन्दानिलसेवित परानन्दं मन्दाकिनीयुतपदं नमत महानन्ददं महापुरुषं सुरभिकृतदिग्वलयं सुरभिशतैरावृतः परितः सुरभितीक्षपणमहा सुरभीमं यादवं नमत अशरण शरण महाप्रभो तुम स्वामी हम दास कीजे कृपा कृपालु मम दीजिए गुरु सहवास तुम दीनन रखवार हम अहंकार अवतार अस करु कृपा कृपालु दीन बनू सरकार हाँ ऐसो हो पतित जो पतित न आप ही मान ऐसे पतित विचित्र को पावन कर तब जान। सबे भिखारी जगत के, जेतिक नाते दार। दिव्य प्रेम आनंद के, तुम एक साहूकार। धनी गुरुवर धाम निवास सुनो मन। पुण्यन पुंज सो पाइए जो, बनी दीन प्रपन्न रहो गुरु के। नित सेवा सो ताहि रिझाइए जो, मन ते हरि को गुरु को सुमिरो।
रसना सो सदा गुण गाइए जो, क्षण भंगुर जीवन
जाई मना। छन हूँ जनी व्यर्थ गमाइए जो, सब धामन वारो वृंदावन पे। और वृंदावन हूँ गुरुधाम पे वारो। जो गुरु के पद प्रीति जुरी, तो भजो चली आवे को ब्रह्म विचारो। है हरि निर्मल भक्तन को, गुरु है अधमों को उदाहरण हारो। और को गुरु हो या न हो, गुरु मेरो कृपालु सौभाग्य हमारो। और को गुरु हो या न हो, गुरु मेरो कृपालु सौभाग्य हमारो। बोलिए वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय। रासेश्वरी राधा रानी की जय। सियावर रामचंद्र की जय। पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। जगत गुरु उत्तम श्री कृपालु जी महाराज की जय। जय जय श्री राधे, जय जय श्री राधे, जय जय श्री राधे। Kindly turn to page 148 in book number 1, page 148, पृष्ठ संख्या 148, book number 1. Sorry, 146, 146, 146. This beautiful Keertan describes the beauty of Lord Krishna and the glory of Sri Krishna. So let's do Roop Dhyan on the infinitely beautiful Shyam Sundar as we sing these words from Jagat Guru Uttam Shri Kripalu Ji Maharaj, Shri Maharaj Ji. मेरो प्यारो प्यारो मुरली वारो, जा पर काम करो रनवारो। मेरो प्यारो प्यारो मुरली वारो, जा पर काम करो रनवारो। मेरो प्यारो प्यारो, मेरो प्यारो प्यारो मुरली वारो, जा पर काम करो रनवारो। मेरो प्यारो प्यारो मुरली वारो, जा पर काम करो रनवारो। जा पर काम करो रनवारो जा पर काम करो रनवारो मोर मुकुट पीतांबर धारो चल अलमस्त चाल मतवारो 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 शुक सन कादिक तो कह प्यारो इक टक लखत समाधि बिसारो शुक सन कादिक तो कह प्यारो इक टक लखत समाधि बिसारो इक टक लखत समाधि बिसारो इक टक लखत समाधि बिसारो शुक सन कादिक निज छवि लखी मन सोचत प्यारो पुर लगाऊं राधा तनु धारो निज छवि लखी मन सोचत प्यारो पुर लगाऊं राधा तनु धारो पुर लगाऊं राधा तनु धारो पुर लगाऊं राधा तनु धारो मेरो प्यारो प्यारो मुरली वारो जा पर काम करो रनवारो मेरो प्यारो प्यारो मुरली वारो जा पर काम करो रनवारो मेरो प्यारो प्यारो मेरो प्यारो प्यारो मुरली वारो जा पर काम करो रनवारो मेरो प्यारो प्यारो मुरली वारो जा पर काम करो रनवारो अति रस भरे नैन रत्नारो अति रस भरे नैन रत्नारो जेहि लखी शंभु समाधि बिसारो अति रस भरे नैन रत्नारो जेहि लखी शंभु समाधि बिसारो जेहि लखी शंभु समाधि बिसारो जेहि लखी शंभु समाधि बिसारो दंडक वन मुनि गण लखी प्यारो वर मांग्यो पति बनहु हमारो दंडक वन मुनि गण लखी प्यारो वर मांग्यो पति बनहु हमारो वर मांग्यो पति बनहु हमारो वर मांग्यो पति बनहु हमारो वर मांग्यो पति
बनहु हमारो।
मेरो प्यारो प्यारो मुरली वारो, जा पर काम करो रनवारो।
मेरो प्यारो प्यारो मुरली वारो, जा पर काम करो रनवारो।
मेरो प्यारो प्यारो मेरो प्यारो प्यारो मुरली वारो, जा पर काम करो रनवारो।
मेरो प्यारो प्यारो मुरली वारो, जा पर काम करो रनवारो।
दंडक वन मुनि घन लखी प्यारो, वर मांग्यो पति बनहु हमारो।
दंडक वन मुनि गण लखी प्यारो, वर मांग्यो पति बनहु हमारो।
उमा रमाहूँ जब लख प्यारो, निज पाते व्रत धर्म विसारो।
उमा रमाहूँ जब लख प्यारो, निज पाती व्रत धर्म विसारो।
उमा रमाहूँ जब लख प्यारो, निज पाते व्रत धर्म विसारो।
उमा रमाहूँ जब लख प्यारो, निज पाती व्रत धर्म विसारो।
मेरो प्यारो प्यारो मेरो प्यारो प्यारो मुरली वारो, जा पर काम करो रनवारो।
मेरो प्यारो प्यारो मुरली वारो, जा पर काम करो रनवारो।
जा पर काम करो रनवारो।
जा पर काम करो रनवारो।
ब्रज रस चुवत रोम प्रति प्यारो, पियत रसिक जन बनि मतवारो।
ब्रज रस चुवत रोम प्रति प्यारो, पियत रसिक जन बनि मतवारो।
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 हाँहूँ चाह सोई ब्रज रस प्यारो, तब ब्रज महा गोपी तनु धारो।
हाँहूँ चाह सोई ब्रज रस प्यारो, तब ब्रज महा गोपी तनु धारो।
तब ब्रज महा गोपी तनु धारो।
तब ब्रज महा गोपी तनु धारो।
सब प्राणी ही निज प्राण ही प्यारो, पै प्रियतम प्राण हूँ ते प्यारो।
सब प्राणी ही निज प्राण ही प्यारो, पै प्रियतम प्राण होते प्यारो।
पै प्रियतम प्राण हूँ ते प्यारो।
पै प्रियतम प्राण होते प्यारो।
सब प्राणी ही निज प्राण ही प्यारो, पै प्रियतम प्राण हूँ ते प्यारो।
सब प्राणी ही निज प्राण ही प्यारो, पै प्रियतम प्राण हूँ ते प्यारो।
मेरो प्यारो प्यारो, मेरो प्यारो प्यारो, मुरली वारो, जा पर काम करो रनवारो।
मेरो प्यारो प्यारो, मुरली वारो, जा पर काम करो रनवारो।
मेरो प्यारो प्यारो, मुरली वारो, जा पर काम करो रनवारो।
मेरो प्यारो प्यारो, मुरली वारो, जा पर काम करो रनवारो।
जा पर काम करो रनवारो।
जा पर काम करो रनवारो।
राधा तनु लखी सोचत प्यारो, राधा तनु लखी सोचत प्यारो, कौन कर्म विधि किए तनकारो।
राधा तनु लखी सोचत प्यारो, कौन कर्म विधि किए तनकारो।
कौन कर्म विधि किए तनकारो।
कौन कर्म विधि किए तनकारो।
कौन कर्म किए विधि तनकारो।
कौन कर्म विधि किए तनकारो।
मेरो प्यारो प्यारो, मुरली वारो, जा पर काम करो रनवारो।
मेरो प्यारो प्यारो, मुरली वारो, जा पर काम करो रनवारो।
मेरो प्यारो प्यारो, मुरली वारो, मेरो प्यारो प्यारो, मुरली वारो, जा पर काम करो रनवारो।
मेरो प्यारो प्यारो, मुरली वारो,
सब लोग गाइए, ताली
जा
बजाइए।
पर काम करो रनवारो।
राधा तनु ललित त्रिभंग भेष नटधारो, मुरली मधुर बजावन वारो।
ललित त्रिभंग भेष नटधारो, मुरली मधुर बजावन वारो।
मुरली मधुर बजावन वारो।
मुरली मधुर बजावन वारो।
मेरो प्यारो प्यारो, मेरो प्यारो प्यारो, मुरली वारो, जा पर काम करो रनवारो।
मेरो प्यारो प्यारो, मुरली वारो, जा पर काम करो रनवारो।
मेरो प्यारो प्यारो, मुरली वारो, जा पर काम करो रनवारो।
मेरो प्यारो प्यारो, मुरली वारो, जा पर काम करो रनवारो।
जा पर काम करो रनवारो।
जा जा पर काम करो रनवारो।
ब्रज रस चुवत मुरली ने अस जादू डारो, शिव शंकर गोपी तनु धारो।
मुरली में अस जादू डारो, शिव शंकर गोपी तनु धारो।
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 ब्रज रस चुवत रोम प्रति प्यारो, परमहंस रह तकत विचारो।
ब्रज रस चुवत रोम प्रति प्यारो, परमहंस रह तकत विचारो।
परमहंस रह तकत विचारो।
परमहंस रह तकत विचारो।
परमहंस रह चकित विचारो।
परमहंस रह तकत विचारो।
जेतिक बार लखहु तनु प्यारो, नव नव रस टपकत तनु प्यारो।
जेतिक बार लखहु तनु प्यारो, नव नव रस टपकत तनु प्यारो।
मेरो प्यारो प्यारो मुरली वारो, जा पर काम करो रनवारो।
मेरो प्यारो प्यारो मुरली वारो, जा पर काम करो रनवारो।
मेरो प्यारो प्यारो मेरो प्यारो प्यारो मुरली वारो, जा पर काम करो रनवारो।
मेरो प्यारो प्यारो मुरली वारो, जा पर काम करो रनवारो।
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 अस कृपालु न जादू डारो, अस कृपालु उन जादू डारो। चर अरु अचर स्वभाव विसारो।
अस कृपालु उन जादू डारो, चर अरु अचर स्वभाव विसारो।
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 अस कृपालु न जादू डारो, चर अरु अचर स्वभाव विसारो।
अस कृपालु उन जादू डारो, चर अरु अचर स्वभाव विसारो।
मेरो प्यारो प्यारो मेरो प्यारो प्यारो मुरली वारो, जा पर काम करो रनवारो।
प्यारो प्यारो मुरली वारो, जा पर पर काम करो रनवारो।
मेरो प्यारो प्यारो मुरली वारो, जा पर काम करो रनवारो।
मेरो प्यारो प्यारो मुरली वारो, जा पर काम करो रनवारो।
जा पर काम करो रनवारो,
जा पर काम करो रनवारो।
प्यारे प्यारे श्याम सुंदर की जय। Now please turn to page 48. पृष्ठ संख्या है 48, book 1, page 48. अनुपम रूप नीलमणि कोरी। इसका भावार्थ समझ लीजिए। नीलमणि श्याम सुंदर के सौंदर्य का वर्णन सर्वथा अनिर्वचनीय है। जो भी भूल कर भी एक बार भी उस रूप माधुरी का दर्शन कर लेता है, वह हृदय पर हाथ रखकर एवं हाय कहकर मूर्छित होकर गिर पड़ता है। उनके प्रत्येक अंग की रूप माधुरी पर करोड़ों कामदेव न्यौछावर हैं। ऐसी उनकी छवि सौंदर्य के अमृत के सार के रस में डुबोई हुई है। एक विलक्षणता यह भी है, उनके नख से शिख तक समस्त अंगों को आँखों से देखकर भी तृप्ति नहीं होती है। उनके जिन अंग को आँख देखती है, उसी अंग को और अंगों से अधिक सरस अनुभव करती है। आँखें प्रतिक्षण पुनः पुनः देखने को तड़पती ही रहती हैं। जगतगुरु श्री कृपालु जी महाराज कहते हैं कि प्राकृत इंद्रिय मन बुद्धि रूपी घड़े में दिव्यानंद रूपी समुद्र नहीं समा सकता, भले ही कोई करोड़ों प्रयत्न क्यों ना करे। The next divine composition of Sri Maharaj Ji is from Prem Ras Madira, and it is also about Lord Krishna's beauty. The beauty of the sapphire complexioned Sri Krishna cannot be described in words. Neelmani is sapphire. Sapphire is blue, and Sri Krishna's body, although we don't know what color that is because that color does not exist in the world, but there is a flower called alsi ka phool, linseed flower, and when the first rays of the sun hit the flower, the color of the flower is almost like the color of Lord Krishna's divine body. So the sapphire complexioned Lord is so beautiful that his beauty cannot be described in words. The words are material and his beauty is divine. A saint poet has also said, the gira anayana nayana binu bani. How can God's beauty be described? Because the eyes that are seeing that beauty, the saints are able to see that beauty, but they cannot describe it in full, because the eyes that are seeing the beauty, that are beholding the beauty, they're not able to speak. And the tongue, which is able to speak, has no eyes, it cannot see. It's a beautiful sentiment. Uradhari kar kari, whosoever beholds that beauty, even once, even by mistake, even just accidentally, clutches his heart and falls down, losing consciousness. Is his beauty that dangerous? We lose consciousness when the mind stops working, when there is too much happiness, the mind cannot contain it. Mind cannot contain that much happiness or that much sorrow. Here there is so much beauty, that beauty, beholding that beauty, the mind is incapable of it. So beholding that beauty, the devotee loses consciousness. Prati angani chavi koti anangani. Anang is Kamdev, the god of beauty. He has many, many names that Sri Maharaj Ji has told us about in different compositions. In Bhagwan Ram's Aarti we read Kandarp in the very first stanza. Kandarpa Aganit, right? So Kandarp is another name for Kamdev, the god of beauty. Anang is another name. When Kamdev, when Bhagwan Shankar, he was trying to attract Lord Shankar, and Bhagwan Shankar opened his third eye, and by doing so, he reduced Kamdev to ashes. So now Kamdev had no body, therefore he's known as Anang, jiska ang nahi hai, jiska sharir nahi hai. So immersed is Shamsundar in the essence of nectar that innumerable Kamdev can be offered on every part of his divine body. And Kamdev is the most beautiful in the material world. Jinahina Angani, whichever part of the body the eyes behold seems to be the most beautiful part of the body. This does not happen in the world. When you look at someone, generally look at the face, you look at the eyes. You don't say to someone, hey, you know what? Your toes are so beautiful. Your toes are the best part of you. What? Are you silly? Being silly. But Lord Krishna, you look at the toe and you say, oh, his toes are the most beautiful. You look at his earlobe and you say, oh, that has got to be the most beautiful part of his body. This does not happen in the world. We generally look at one or two features and we decide, oh, this person is beautiful. But Lord Krishna, no matter which part of the body you're looking at, seems to be the most beautiful. Nakhashikha lakhi sakhi. Gazing at him from head to toe, the eyes are ever anxious to behold that beauty again and again. The eyes never tire of that beauty. In the world, you see a beautiful scene or a beautiful face, a beautiful flower, and you don't feel like looking at it all the time. 24 hours a day, I'm going to look at this flower, it is so beautiful. No, we get tired of that. Oh, I've seen it now. I've seen this beautiful flower garden. Why don't you come with me again? I've seen it once, it's okay. The first time, it was so beautiful. Second time, I've seen it. Sri Maharaji always gave the example of Taj Mahal. People from all around the world are coming to see Taj Mahal, but the person living in Agra, even if he's invited free of charge, I'll pay your charge. He says, no, I got better things to do. But the prime ministers and presidents are coming to see this amazing monument, but no, I've seen it. It's one of the wonders of the world. I know, I've seen it. So we get tired of looking at this worldly beauty in a person or an object, in nature even. However, the eyes never tire, and the mind never tires of beholding Sri Krishna's beauty. You can look at him forever and ever, and the beauty keeps on increasing, and you will never get tired of it. Kaha kripalu gagar mahasagar, avana yatana karora karori. Sri Maharaji says in the end, you can make countless efforts, you can try and try for eternity, but it is impossible to contain the ocean of Krishna's beauty in the very small pot of material senses, mind, and intellect. Let's say you go to the ocean and you say, I am going to fill up the whole ocean in this little pot I have, or it's a huge pot that I have. You can't. So the pot, those are our senses, our eyes, ears, and so on. And those are the senses. And the ocean, that is Krishna's beauty. So no matter how much you try, you can never hold Krishna's beauty. You can never contain that unlimited beauty in the small little pot of your senses, mind, and intellect. And yet, saints have tried their best to describe his beauty. They give us very good idea. For instance, all the saints who are Krishna devotees, they have all said he has a round face. They haven't said he has a long face or some other heart-shaped face. They've all said he has a round face. They've all said he has curly, black, silky hair. They've all said that. They've all said that he plays the flute. No one has said, oh, he plays a piano or he plays the accordion. Everybody has said he plays the flute. And they've all described him in similar terms because they have seen Sri Krishna's unlimited beauty. They've seen it. They cannot describe it fully, but they have tried their best. Sri Maharaji has given us an amazing amount of information. He has described Lord Krishna's beauty, I believe, like no one else has ever described his beauty. And that is not in over here. I'm not talking about just this composition or others, but in private, in lectures, Maharaji has, not in the composition so much, but because there's limitation here, but in lectures, in casual talks even, Sri Maharaji has described to an unbelievable extent the glory of Lord Krishna's beauty. So much description has been given.
नीलमणि कोरी अनुपम रूप नीलमणि कोरी अनुपम रूप नीलमणि नीलमणि कोरी अनुपम रूप नीलमणि कोरी अनुपम रूप उरधारी कर करे हाय गिरत सोई 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 हाय गिरत सोई हाय गिरत सोई उरधारी कर करे हाय गिरत सोई उरधारी कर करे हाय गिरत सोई लखत बार एक लखत बार
प्रति अंगनी छवि कोटि अनंगनी
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 प्रति अंगनी छवि कोटि
जिन्हें अंग
अनुपम रूप नीलमणि कोरी अनुपम रूप नीलमणि कोरी अनुपम रूप नीलमणि कोरी अनुपम रूप नख शिख लखी सखी अखियान होते 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 पल पल तलफती पल पल तलफती देखन कोरी अनुपम रूप 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 नीलमणि कोरी नीलमणि कोरी अनुपम रूप नीलमणि कोरी अनुपम रूप नीलमणि कोरी अनुपम रूप
कह कृपालु गागर महासागर
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 कह कृपालु
वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय। Srimad Sadguru Sarkar ki Jai. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnur, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Once when Sri Maharaji was giving a public discourse, and in the public discourses there would be thousands and thousands of people in attendance, and there would be pin drop silence. After the lecture, Sri Maharaji decided that he would mix with the crowd and hear what the listeners were saying, what comments they were passing. So Sri Maharaji was 5'11". He covered his body with a black shawl. It was a winter's night, and he stopped the car and he said, I will go barefoot from now. And he mixed with the crowd and he heard many comments. So many people were praising the lecture. And then so many were also saying, the lecture was wonderful, but we are householders. How can we do the devotion that has been talked about, that Jagat Guruji Maharaj has talked about? Sri Maharaji laughed at this and said, all the lecture they heard, how to do it, how to practice devotion, and at the end, one word, lekin, but, or however, the thing is, and the whole lecture was done. That's it. It's of no use to them. So many people think that devotion cannot be practiced until or unless you're a sannyasi. You have to give up home and house and family. You have to take sannyas in order to practice devotion. And so they say that devotion is not a luxury that they can afford. However, in our scriptures, God and godly saints have never said that there's a need to renounce your life as it is right now. They have simply said, add Lord Krishna, add devotion to your life. Go ahead and continue doing what you're doing, but add devotion. Significantly add it to your life. Karma Yoga. So the mind says, yes, I know, I've heard Sri Krishna is that beautiful, his beauty is unlimited, and I get it, sure. But you know what? I can't get too much into it because my family life will be spoiled. Many people, I've heard people say this, I am very attracted by this philosophy, but I feel I deliberately don't want to get too much into it because I have a family. Of course you have a family and continue living with your family, but there is a fear. Once devotion, you get into devotion, then you have to say Radhe Radhe to everybody. I'm gone now, I will do devotion. Just like a very naive beginner on the path of devotion called his family in India from the US and said, Mataji, Pitaji, I'm becoming detached from you. He declared it. I'm on the path of devotion, I'm becoming detached. Not even understanding at that point what detachment means. Yes, indeed, detachment is talked about. But Jagat Guru Uttam Shri Kripaluji Maharaj never really talked about detachment from the world because he only talked about attachment. He talked about attachment, getting attached, getting your mind attached to God and Guru. And when you attach the mind to God and Guru, automatically the mind will become detached from the world. And it's not a painful process. It's not like, now I have to detach myself. And the kids are holding on to your legs, one on here, one over here, one holding on to your necks. No, Papa, don't go. No, I must detach myself. A lot of people have this idea that that's what devotion is. You have to say bye-bye, and there is this confusion. Now I'm on this path, and I want to be a devotee. I want to be a real, sincere disciple of Jagat Guru Shri Kripaluji Maharaj, and so that means that I cannot pay so much attention to my kids. I can't pay attention to my family. And one feels guilty doing it. And I say this because I've heard this many a time, There was even a confusion in someone's mind to such an extent that she started thinking that in order to become detached, she'll have to divorce her husband. Until I stepped in and I said, what is this nonsense? In fact, Sri Maharaji, when he heard someone asking, Maharaji, should I get a divorce? Maharaji got angry. Maharaji said, I never talk about breaking up. I talk about joining. You must remain with your family. You must make it work. You have the philosophy. Do not ask me such questions. So there's all sorts of confusions about attachment, detachment. A satsangi was, many years ago, I saw a satsangi was ignoring her child. And I said, well, your child is not, needs to go to the, needs to be dressed properly. You didn't comb her hair. And she said, but Maharaji talks about detachment. But who will come in and dress your child, and who will come and comb the hair? Neighbors won't do it. You have to do it. Oh, I'm afraid to show affection to my child because then I'll get attached. If a child, you as a mother or father, you have a duty to your children. If a child does not get love, then the child will definitely be spending a lot of money on therapy later on. Lot of money, a lot of time will be wasted. There has to be an equal amount of discipline and love. So showing love to the child doesn't mean that you become attached and you must now not do that. Never say to your child, I love you. Oh, I love you. No, I'm sorry I said that. No, it doesn't. That's not what it means. Take care of your family, do your duty, do what you need to do. Inwardly, the detachment has to be there, and even that you don't have to worry about because detachment will come by itself. वैराग्य तो अपने आप आएगा ना. जब भगवान और गुरु से राग हो जाएगा, जब उनमें आसक्ति हो जाएगी, तो विरक्ति अपने आप आएगी. उसको बुलाना नहीं होगा कि आ जा अब. नहीं, वो अपने आप आएगा. You see, devotion is the mother, and Gyan and Vairagya, knowledge and detachment, are two children of devotion. So when you practice devotion, when you love God and Guru, then you will automatically attain that detachment will come. And it is absolutely pain-free, and there is no sorrow attached to it. It's a beautiful, natural process. So Sri Maharaji would say to everyone, he said, don't even worry about getting detached from the world. Just attach your mind. Now that's much easier, isn't it? Attach your mind more and more to God and Guru. Detachment will follow. Many a devotee asked Maharaji, Maharaji, I'm married, I have children, but I wish to just come and live in the ashram. I've had enough. Sri Maharaji would say, no, keep on coming and going. No, puni aiye jaiye. Come to visit me, come to the ashram, then go back to your family. Visit, but you cannot stay here. Your husband or your wife needs you, your children need you. You decided to have a family, now you must do your duty. But then a lot of people think that by becoming attached to their family and to what they're doing, they are doing their duty. Attachment and duty are two different things. But how can I do my duty with a detached mind? I don't understand. How can I do my duty to my family, towards my family, and not get attached to them? Well, take the example of a nurse in the maternity ward. She is helping with she is delivering so many children. She's helping the doctors deliver so many children. And yet, while she's doing her duty very nicely, she's a very good nurse, but her mind is on her child who has a fever. Her mind is on her little girl, 10-year-old girl, who is suffering from a fever, and all day long she's thinking about her child while doing her duty. So duty can be done, all the while duty is done and she's doing her duty very nicely, so duty will not be affected. She is thinking of her child at home, but the question was different. How can I do my duty without attachment? How can I just do my duty towards my children or my spouse without getting attached? For this, there has to be this knowledge firmly planted in the mind that this is a family that I have, God has given me this family, and I must do my duty. I must take care of my family. Whatever I need to do, I will do it. But at the end of the day, this family, children, spouse, everyone, they belong to God. These are children of God, and I am taking care of them. I will do my best. If the child falls sick, I will not go to pieces. I will not just break down. I will do what I need to do. I will consult the doctor. I will give the child medication, but I will not fall to pieces. Now, you can't convince yourself just like that. For that, you need to do a lot of attachment to God and Guru. And then you come to a point when you are able to do your duty and you can distinguish it from attachment. Attachment of the mind is going to be to God, and the duty is being done to the family. Again, it comes with practice, like with everything else. Contrary to popular belief that one will suddenly become devoted in one's old age. That has never happened. That suddenly there is a revelation. I'm old now. First of all, we never think we're old. Don't call me Mataji. Call me Didi. How dare you call me Mata? Call me by my name. But no, that's rude. You're 25 years older than me. I can't call you by your name. So we don't think we're ever old. And then you have like age is just a number, and you're only as old as you feel, because there's a stigma attached to being old. Why should there be? In so many in ancient cultures, old people are revered. And our Hindu culture was, and to a certain extent still is like that. You revere your elders. You look towards them for advice, for life advice. You ask them about their opinion, and you feel very, very happy. I know somebody said to me, she was a young lady, and she said, I don't have my mother or mother-in-law over here, and I don't have anybody to give me advice, so do you mind, Didiji, if I ask you? Because I feel like I have somebody older than me, my elder, just giving me advice. I feel so secure in knowing that. I said, of course, go ahead. Of course, because we all need that. So, first of all, we don't even think we're old, and then, all of a sudden, we have never done devotion in childhood, because childhood was spent on play, and then youth came along with its intoxication, and then, who is God, what is God, who cares? And then there's middle age, and then there's so many burden of the family, finance, this and that, and there's no time, no time, no time. We had that slogan is there, I have no time, I'm so busy, I have no time, so busy. And then, in old age, one day, suddenly we'll become devoted to God. Has that ever happened? No. And I've told this true story many a time, and I'll tell you again. I was with a family, living with a family, and the husband and wife, they went to their job, and the kids would go to school and university. And so the grandmother was at home, and she would ask me, Bitya, TV laga do. I put the TV on. And I said, should I put in, the VCR, and it was there, should I put in the Ramayan, would you like to see the Ramayan, Mahabharata and all that? She would say, no. What would you like to see? One life to live, all my children, days of our lives. And I said, but aapko English aati nahi hai? You don't know English. She said, but I relate better with these serials. Because, Ramayan, and I'm not exaggerating, she said, they give me a headache. The Ramayan gives me a headache, Mahabharata, all these serials, they give me headaches. But I like to see these soap operas. So all of a sudden, we cannot become devoted to God. Like, poof, old age, here you go. God says, now you're devotional. No, it does not happen. It has to, we become devotional with a lot of practice, because the mind has so much worldliness in it. From countless lives, there's so much worldliness. And so we need to do a lot of practice to counteract all that worldliness. And then we need a powerful, powerful guru. Okay, I have that too. So now you need to work very, very hard. You need to practice very diligently. And then you come to a point when you can do your duty without attachment. And then your whole point of view, your feeling, the way you look at everything changes altogether. Then you see, these are children that God has given to me to take care of. But I had another family before, and I don't remember that family. And I was dying for that family. Now I don't know where the family members are. Before that, I had another set of relatives. I don't know where they are. In the same way, these ones, I will not know them in the future, but I'm here to take care of them, to do my duty toward them. That feeling will come. It will come. By doing sadhana and seva and satsang, it will come. But it's not enough just to do sadhana once in a while, just to go to satsang maybe once a month or something like that. But, and never doing seva. It comes with a combination of diligent sadhana, diligent devotional practice, and satsang, and with seva. All these three bring about wonderful results from within. A woman had approached Sri Maharaji, and she had gone to Sri Maharaji to have darshan, and Sri Maharaji asked her about her family. She talked about her kids, and she said, one of my 3 kids has a lot of challenges, physical health and mental health-wise. And she was just about to cry, but Sri Maharaji said, hold off on those tears. Do not let those tears fall, because by doing so, you are objecting to the will of God. This child has been given to you. You take care of him, but do not ever object to what God has given to you. Do not cry. Do not be sad about this. Be happy and happily do your seva. Accept what God has given to you and do your duty. Duty becomes a pleasure when it is done without attachment. And when there's attachment, there's always fear. If there's attachment to a person, there's always a fear of losing that person, isn't there? That's normal. I have my loved one here, my loved ones, but what if they're going to take a flight? What if something happens? There's always a fear. My child is going off to college. What if something happens? What if? There's always a fear. Attachment always brings fear. To be fearless, who is fearless? The one who has no attachments. A saint, a guru, is fearless. Saints are fearless because they don't have any attachments. But mind you, they have love for the whole world, but the attachment is not there. The most loving personality I have come across by far is Jagadguru Uttam Shri Kripaluji Maharaj. So loving that that love cannot be effectively communicated in words. And yet he was completely detached. Maharaji was married. He has 5 children. But when a saint, and in our history, Hindu history, we see that most of the saints were married. They were householders. They had children. Very handful. We've had only a handful of those who were sannyasis, like Adi Shankaracharya. Very handful of those who were unmarried and who were sannyasis. Most of them taught the world, look, you can be living in a family, you can be living as householders and yet practice devotion. However, in Sri Maharaji's case, he was completely divine, and his family is also divine. And always, 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 a saint's, such a great saint's spouse is always going to be divine. So our Ammaji, our divine mother, Amma, she was divine, but so many years passed, and when Ammaji was in a hospital in Delhi, and I happened to be in Sri Maharaji's room, and Maharaji was going to go for his daily walk. He used to walk 3 times a day. It was going to be his walk, and so somebody was going to bring the shoes and we were going to put the shoes on and, tie the laces. That was going to happen. And suddenly a devotee came and she said with tears in her eyes, Maharaj ji, doctor ne jawab de diya hai. Doctors have said that nothing more can be done for Amma. And we all burst into tears. And Maharaj ji, how did he react? Acha. Jute lao. Bring my shoes. And just as he had always done, he went for a walk. Then very calmly he said, now air tickets have to be bought, flights. We will go on a flight from Lucknow to Delhi. And so very matter-of-factly, Sri Maharaji did everything that had to be done. Rest of us were falling apart, and Maharaji was saying, okay, theek hai. That's it. And so many occasions we saw Sri Maharaji, when anyone else would have fallen apart, he was completely detached and yet the most loving personality of all. So much love that I personally felt, and so many felt. I can only tell you about my experience. I felt that even mother and father cannot love a child in the way that Sri Maharaji loves. He would make you forget even the love of mother and father. It was that great a love. Love that never asked for anything in return. A love that had no expectations. Whether you were thinking good things about him or thinking bad things about him, he loved you. And he accepted you as his child. And everyone felt that love. Everyone would be reduced to tears just by looking at his love, which was so pure, which was so unselfish. And yet he was completely detached from the world. Sri Maharaji used to say about him, Na guru na chela, kripalu akela. Kripalu has no guru, no disciple. He's all by himself. He used to say, Main to sukha patta hoon, jahan hawa le jaye chala jata hoon. Imagine he's married, he has 5 kids, and yet Maharaji said, I'm like a dry leaf, I go wherever the wind takes me. But that family has to be divine also. This is by divine design. A spouse and family members, immediate family members of a saint are never going to be ordinary. And a saint of that caliber, Jagat Guruttam. Jagat Gurus who have come to this world, they are now known as incarnations of God. This form of God, that form of God. And then Jagat Guruttam, the 5th Jagat Guru, was hailed as the best of all Jagat Gurus by 500 scholars. I have said this to you many times. So you can only imagine who he really was. And so how can his wife, how can his family members be just ordinary? They were chosen, they were selected. And there were so many stories about Sri Maharaji, how he was with his children. I can tell you this, that he treated us, all of us, in the same way, all the disciples. We called him Guru, but Maharaji, and when I say I'm his disciple, I don't mean that Maharaji tied something on my wrist and said, okay, now you're my disciple, or he gave me some tabis and said, now you don't go anywhere, I am your Guru. No, I accepted him as my Guru, and that's why I say I'm his disciple. And he accepted me, and anyone else who accepted him from the heart. Sri Maharaji accepted everyone. But he didn't tie anybody down. He didn't tie anybody down and say, you are my disciple and you cannot go here and there. But we all felt that Sri Maharaji did not give any preferential treatment to his children. Never did we feel that he loved us less than his children. Never. Never ever. He was completely detached. So it is possible to remain detached while doing one's duty. And we must not confuse duty with attachment, that I'm doing my duty, I'm going to get attached, so I'm not going to do it well. No. We must do our duty. And that is the whole philosophy of the Gita. And this is what Sri Maharaji has taught. All his life he taught that. Karma yog. Karm bhi karo, apni duty karo, achhi tarah se karo. Anything worth doing is worth doing it well. Do your duty really well. But at the same time, keep God in your mind all the time. Tasmat sarveshu kaleshu mamanusmara yudhya cha. Our scriptures have said both the things, combine both. So we must get rid of this notion that devotion cannot be practiced seriously if you are married and if you have children, you've got a job. Where is the time? We all know, you know and I know, we always find the time for important things. How is it that we always find the time to eat? How is it that we always find the time to sleep? To even oversleep? How is it that we always have time to have conversations? We have time to talk and even overdo it in that department too. So we always have time. And Bhagwan Sri Krishna gave the lecture of the Gita on the battlefield, in Kurukshetra, on the battlefield, so that no one can say in the future, oh, I don't have time to do devotion, I am so busy. Are you busier than Arjun was? There were so many distractions. Arjun has to kill the enemy, he has to shoot arrows at the enemy, and he has to protect himself. And yet Shri Krishna says, don't forget about me for even a moment. Practice devotion continually. Taila dhara vada vichinna. Sri Maharaji used this beautiful word, that your devotion to God, your mind stream should flow towards God, just like the flow of oil. There's no interruption. So if Arjun can practice devotion while fighting a battle on the battlefield, then no one has any excuse. सबके मुंह बंद हो जाते हैं. तो गुरु कहेंगे, अरे तुम अर्जुन से भी ज़्यादा व्यस्त हो क्या? नहीं, तो करो, चुपचाप करो, टाइम निकालो. We all have the time to practice devotion. Devotion is not just for the sannyasi, it is for everyone. It is for the young and the old, and it's for male and female, it's for everyone. Well, devotion welcomes one and all. It is for everyone. Everyone is eligible for devotion, and everyone must practice devotion. But duties are there. You have to pay the mortgage on your house. You have to pay the monthly bills. You have to pay the insurance company. You have to make so many payments. So it's not, devotion doesn't mean you just sit down and leave everything and say Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. And detachment is not, oh, how can I become detached? That holy man who's living on top of the mountain, now he's detached. How do you know he's detached? He has become detached physically from his family, from the world in general. What if he is thinking about his wife and kids that he has left behind? And then on the other hand, we have the gopis, the milkmaidens of Vrindavan, who were busy throughout their day, doing one thing or the other. They were so busy. Everything had to be done from scratch. No running water in the kitchen. They had to fetch water from the Yamuna. There was no refrigerator. Okay, let's heat up yesterday's leftovers. You have to make fresh food all the time. So there's no fast food to be had. There's just food you make at home, and that's what it is. She had so many chores to do, but she found the time. And the gopis are now known, they are known as the greatest of all devotees. Narada Muni, who is a manifestation of God himself, he has said in his greatest scripture, Narad Bhakti Darshan, Yatha Braj Gopi ka naam. He was talking about devotion, and then he thought, let me give an example of a devotee who has loved God with complete selflessness. And he said, those are the gopis. Yatha, like Braj Gopi ka naam, like the Braj gopis. Love Shri Krishna, love God, like the gopis have loved him. And these are outwardly, they're ordinary housewives, they're illiterate. We would, if we wouldn't recognize them, we would look down upon them. I am so educated. You're not even able to sign your name. Your angutha chap, you have to give your thumb impression as your signature. You are completely illiterate. And yet they were the greatest of devotees. They had the highest knowledge. Because the highest knowledge is that which will make you love God. If you love God, then you have the highest knowledge. So the gopis were highly knowledgeable. And so, Sri Maharaj Ji, Jagat Guru Tam Shri Kripalu Ji Maharaj, also has taught everyone, you just live your lives. Yes, there are people living in the ashram, that's their choice. That is their choice. You don't have to live in the ashram, but it is your choice. Welcome. Come and live in the ashram. And there are whole families living there. Husband and wife are there. In some cases, the children are also there, adult children. And they're all living as a family unit in the ashram. You can live in the ashram, but you don't have to. You can be living in the US, in Canada, in England. You can be living in any country and doing what you are doing. I had visited an ashram many years before Sri Maharaj Ji came into my life. And actually one of the old devotees in that movement came to speak to me. And he said, I was living in that ashram for so long and I love the ashram. And I have to share something very sad with you. And I said, okay. And he said that there were people living there and they had so many, we always had rules to follow, which is normal in an ashram. You have rules to follow. And he said, and people got married there, then they had children, and those children grew up only in the ashram. They only knew what was there. They didn't live in the world. They didn't go out for education. And so when they got older, their mindset changed, and they wanted to go out, and they wanted to see what was out there in the world. They went out, and they overdid it with worldliness. They said, we have never had alcohol. We were never allowed. We never had drugs. We never had cigarettes. And many of them became drug addicts. They became alcoholics. And he almost cried when he said this. He said it was very, very sad for the parents. Many of the parents just wanted to kill themselves. They didn't. But he said it was a very bad situation. And then I realized that Maharaj did something so healthy that he just said, live in the world, but don't let the world live inside of you. You're living on a college campus, go ahead. But do your sadhana, do your devotion. Keep yourself connected to a center. Right? Keep on doing devotion. Keep on doing seva. Then this worldliness, it's not necessary that you will become worldly just because you're living on campus. A college student coming to Satsang said to me, everybody, with the exception of one or two people in my class, is, how do you say it? Is taking marijuana. Yeah. And I said, everybody? He said, it's a normal thing. I see. But it doesn't mean that so the Guru, Sri Maharaj Ji said, no, you're not going to live on campus, and you're not going to live anywhere else. You come and live in the ashram, a protected life. No. He said, go anywhere in the world where you need to be. But I'm giving you this philosophy. I'm giving you these teachings. And follow these teachings every day. And it doesn't matter what age you're at, but you've got to do your sadhana. You've got to keep yourself connected. And then you're safe. So Sri Maharaj Ji was not afraid to let anyone go. He didn't tie anybody with a rope, and he didn't say, I will not be your guru. He never said he was anyone's guru. Remember, he said, na guru na chela, kripalu akela. Maharaj Ji had no guru, and he had no chela, no disciple. In the sense that he didn't tie a tabiz, or he didn't say to anyone, yes, I'm now your guru. You could go anywhere in the world, you can accept whoever you wanted, but the thing is, you didn't want to. Because this philosophy, and the application of that philosophy, it was so wonderful that you could not look anywhere else. And if you wanted to look somewhere else, and if you went somewhere else, then that's fine. You have the freedom to do so. And that is a guru. So, detachment from the world will come eventually. And it comes in degrees. It's not like one day I'm totally attached, next day totally detached. Nothing happens like that. Success does not come like that in the world. It comes with a lot of practice. So every day, the hard work you're putting in, it does count. It does count. Every day, every day, every day. You know, एक पैसे से व्यक्ति लखपति करोड़पति बनता है. With every drop is important in making an ocean. An ocean has so many drops of water, but it takes so many droplets of water. So every day we're doing something. These are little droplets we're accumulating, and one day there'll be an ocean. One day there'll be total detachment, and it will be pain-free. It will be a beautiful thing, because even now, as you practice devotion, you notice that you're not the same as you were earlier. In a nice way, in a good way, in a positive way. You are not so attached to your belongings, to your wealth, and wherever you were attached, your attachment is lesser. It is less now. If you are putting in the work, you have this experience. You don't have to raise your hand. You don't have to even go like this, but you know that is your experience. If you're putting in the work, that is what's going on inside. Your inside is changing. The detachment is coming. So it comes with continued practice, diligent practice. So then this beautiful thing happens that you're living in the world, but the world is not living inside of you. People will say to you, oh, you don't drink? You only want a glass of water? Just a glass of water? You can say with confidence, yes, that's all I want, thanks. You're convinced that the path you're following is a right path. You're not going to cave under peer pressure. And it's not only children, even adults. Everybody falls under peer pressure. There are a lot of people who will say, who have their own philosophy. And they will share their philosophies with you. But once you are sure, then nothing can stop you and no one can stop you. You will not fight with anyone. You will not become belligerent, because that's also going against the teachings. But with a smile on your face, you will say, I beg to differ. I think differently. Yes, I do not believe in this. It's good for you, but it's not good for me. And then you will learn to keep a respectful distance from those who harm you. Not that they're bad. Their habits may be very bad. So a lot of young people, naive teenagers and beyond, they say, well, I hang around these bunch of kids and my friends, and I don't share their values, but it doesn't hurt me to hang around with them. Because they go to the bar and they drink, and I'm sitting with them, I don't drink. But how disciplined are you, and how strong is your willpower? So you learn not to associate with them. Don't hate them. Don't hate the sin, not the sinner. So you learn to respect everyone, but not go near everyone, because not everyone will be a good role model for you. Not everyone will encourage you to follow your path. So with continued practice, the aspiring devotee learns to do his or her duty with the attachment of the mind reserved for God and the divine Guru. Boliye Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki Jai. Srimad Sadguru Sarkar ki Jai. Jai Jai Shri Radhe. Jai Jai Shri Radhe. Jai Jai Shri Radhe. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Rama Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Rama Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Rama Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Rama Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Jai Ho
Rama Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Rama Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Rama Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Rama Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Rama Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Rama Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Rama Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Rama Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Rama Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Rama Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Rama Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Rama Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Rama
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Rama Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Rama Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Rama Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Rama Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Rama Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Rama Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
बोलिए लाडली लाल की जय। अब भगवान को भोग लगाएंगे। We will now offer food.
अब ना और तरसाओ रसिया आओ भोग लगाओ रसिया अब ना और तरसाओ रसिया आओ भोग लगाओ
रसिया
अब ना और तरसाओ रसिया
अब ना और तरसाओ रसिया आओ भोग लगाओ रसिया
यद्यपि यह सच है नहीं तुम कहाँ
यद्यपि यह सच है नहीं तुम कहाँ
भूख प्यास लागती रसिया
भूख प्यास लागती रसिया
भूख प्यास लागती रसिया
भूख प्यास लागती रसिया वश ब्रज छछिया
लगी छोरी करत पियो रसिया
तदपि भाव वश ब्रज छछिया लगी चोरी करत फिर्यो रसिया
छोरी करत पियो रसिया
चोरी करत फिर्यो रसिया नहीं टुक मन भायो रसिया।
नहीं टुक मन भायो रसिया।
नहीं टुक मन भायो रसिया।
आओ भोग लगाओ रसिया।
आओ आओ भोग लगाओ रसिया।
जो रस शबरी के झूठे मुख।
जो रस शबरी के झूठे मुख।
बेर खाए पायो रसिया।
बेर खाय पायो रसिया।
बेर खाए पायो रसिया।
बेर खाय पायो रसिया।
जनकपुरी के राज भोग महा सोरस नहीं पायो रसिया।
जनकपुरी के राज भोग महा सोरस नहीं पायो रसिया।
सोरस नहीं पायो रसिया।
सोरस नहीं पायो रसिया।
आओ आओ भोग लगाओ रसिया।
आओ आओ भोग लगाओ रसिया।
हो मानत हो भावहीन हो।
हाँ मानत हो भावहीन हो।
भावहीन हो।
भावहीन हो।
हो मानत हो भावहीन हो।
हाँ मानत हो भावहीन हो।
ते सुन खरी खरी रसिया।
ते सुनो खरी खरी रसिया।
ते सुन खरी खरी रसिया।
ते सुनो खरी खरी रसिया।
तत कृपालु पय पियु पूत नहीं। याते अब आ जाओ रसिया।
कत कृपालु पय पियो पूत नहीं। याते अब आ जाओ रसिया।
याते अब आ जाओ रसिया।
कृष्णा और तरसाओ रसिया आओ आओ भोग लगाओ रसिया
भोग लगाओ रसिया
श्याम आओ आओ भोग लगाओ रसिया
श्याम रसिया की
Jai.
Radhe Radhe. That was too loud. Radhe Radhe. Welcome everyone to Yugal Kunj today. Our almost 6 weeks long retreat began on the day of Thanksgiving and will continue until the new year. We will conclude the retreat with our 12-hour Akhand Sankirtan on December 31st from 12 noon until midnight. This retreat encompasses various religious practices such as morning sadhana, lectures by Sri Maharajji, kirtans, lecture by our Didiji, and much more. As we do on Sundays, we will have a Q&A session with Didiji this evening right after Aarti at 5:45 p.m. So please come with any questions that you may have and get answers from our scriptures by Didiji. The schedule is available in our dining hall at Padma Prasad Bhavan, so please feel free to take a picture of the schedule to plan accordingly. Now I would like Anup Dhingra to come up here, and he's going to talk about the Gurukul and some new books that we have.
Radhe Radhe. I just wanted to make people aware as to what are the new additions in the gift shop. This October, Mangar Sadhana, several new books were released, which we have them in the gift shop. We will start with Prem Ras Siddhant, which is available in Gujarati as well as Marathi. I know there has been quite a bit of demand for Gujarati as well as Marathi Siddhant. Copies are limited. I know Gujarati ones will get picked up pretty soon. So grab your copy. They'll be there in the gift shop. Madhura, Gutka, even shrunk. So there is an even compact version. If you would like to have a copy. Yes, as you are getting older, your eyesight is getting weak, but for the younger ones, it's available. Then we have 2 books for kids which were released. ABC of devotion, A for Aarti, B for Bhakti, C for caution, D for devotion, so on and so forth. There are exercises too, so that's there, ABC of devotion. And then Bhagavad Gita and Sri Krishna. So these are stories about Sri Krishna, and the latter 1/3 of the book deals with concepts from Gita in a simpler language for kids. These 2 are for teenagers and adults. Like Didiji was today early on talking about Roop Dhyan of Sri Krishna. Here, this is not the lecture on Roop Dhyan by Sri Maharajji, but he has discussed if you want to do Roop Dhyan of Morpang, you want to do Roop Dhyan of his chest, you want to do Roop Dhyan of his lotus feet. General talks about Roop Dhyan, and this is in English, so feel free to browse through that. And finally, rules for inner transformation. These would be the instructions Sri Maharajji would give at the beginning of the sadhana program. I know words of caution are there, but in this one, things like why you should wear a Radhe Shami, why you should wear a tilak, why maun should be observed. So those types of things are discussed. Feel free to browse, and if interested, get a copy. Radhe Radhe.
Please stand for Aarti.
Before you do that, I would also like to tell you that the next session, for those of you attending the retreat and for those of you who have not and wish to, the next session is 2:30 to 4 p.m. And these days, because the theme of this week is Radha Govind Geet, we have been enjoying ourselves exploring Radha Govind Geet. So today's the last day for Radha Govind Geet. Those of you who have been working and not being able to come, you can come to today's session. It will be in the dining hall. 2:30 to 4. If the weather is good, we can have it outside, but it has not, I don't think it's going to be that, the weather, I think it's rainy, so it will be in the dining hall, where we explore the nectar of Radha Govind Geet. Next week, that means tomorrow, from tomorrow onwards, for the whole week, the theme will be Prem Ras Madira. When Anupaya said Madira, please don't misunderstand that. It's Prem Ras Madira. Prem Ras Madira. The bhajans, and that from many of these are in these two books, bhajan books that we use. Prem Ras Madira has 1008 bhajans in it. And so that will be the topic starting tomorrow. Please stand for Aarti.
आरती प्रीतम
प्यारी के बनवारी नथवारी की आरती प्रीतम प्यारी के बनवारी नथवारी की दुहुन सिर कनक मुकुट झलके दुहुन श्रुति कुंडल भल हलके दुहुन दृग प्रेम सुधा छलके चसीले बैन रसीले नैन गसीले सैन दुहुन बैनन मन हारी की बनवारी नथवारी की आरती प्रीतम प्यारी की बनवारी नथवारी की दुहुन दृग चितवनी परवारी दुहुन लट लटकनी छवि न्यारी दुहुन भावट कनी अति प्यारी रसन मुख पान हसन मुस्कान दर्शन दम कान दुहुन बेसर छवि न्यारी की ये बनवारी नथवारी की आरती प्रीतम प्यारी की ये बनवारी नथवारी की एक उर पीतांबर फहरे एक उर नीलांबर लहरे दुहुन उर लरोतिन छहरे कंकणन खनक किंकिणी झनक नुपुरन भनक दुहुन रुन झुनी प्यारी की बनवारी नथवारी की आरती प्रीतम प्यारी की बनवारी नथवारी की एक सिर मोर मुकुट राजे एक सिर चुनरी छवि छाजे दुहुन सिर तिरछे भल भ्राजे संग ब्रज बाल लाडली लाल बाह गल डाल कृपालु दुहुन दृग चारी की ये बनवारी नथवारी की आरती प्रीतम प्यारी की ये बनवारी नथवारी की आरती प्रीतम प्यारी की ये बनवारी नथवारी की श्री राम श्री राम श्री रामचंद्र कृपालु भज मन हरण भव भय दारुणम नव कंज लोचन कंज मुख कर कंज पद कंजारुणम श्री राम कंदर्प अगणित अमित छवि नवनील नीरद सुंदरम पटपीत मानभुत पडित रुचि शुचि नौमि जनक सुतावरम् पटपीत मानहु तडित रुचि शुचि नौमि जनक सुतावरम् श्री राम भजु दीन बंधु दिनेश दानव दैत्य वंश निकंदनम रघुनंद आनंद कंद कौशल चंद दशरथ नंदनम रघुनंद आनंद कंद कौशल चंद दशरथ नंदनम श्री राम सिर मुकुट कुंडल तिलक चारु उदार अंग विभूषणम् आजानु भुज शर चाप धर संग्राम जित खर दूषणम् आजानु भुज शर चाप धर संग्राम जित खर दूषणम् श्री राम इति वदति तुलसीदास शंकर शेष मुनि मनरंजनम् मम हृदय गंज निवास कुरु कामादि खलडल गरंजनम् मम हृदय गंज निवास कुरु कामादि खलडल गरंजनम् श्री रामचंद्र कृपालु भजु मन हरण भव भय दारुणम् नव कंज लोचन कंज मुख कर कंज पद कंजारुणम् श्री राम
बोलिए लाडली लाल की जय, सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, जगत गुरुतम श्री कृपालु जी महाराज की जय, श्री कृपालु धाम की जय, श्री युगल कुंज की जय। जय जय श्री राधे, जय जय श्री राधे, जय जय श्री